It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Bacon. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires it. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Banks. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. The give on the inside. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any. 2nd down, he'll throw it.
It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for... it's a running room! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. That's caught. It's Banks. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Pulls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Hard running there. Slithers into space. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his man in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's necessarily, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got a chance. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback keeps it. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
1st down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Turning it on. Running through contact. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 13 to Louisville. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be knocked down.
USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Banks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they...
Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back.